Dr. Jeff DIY here. I bought this Ancel S3000 smoke machine vacuum leak detector to try to find some leaks I had on my Jeep and another vehicle. It comes without the oil in it, but that's the sight hole to check to get the oil level at the proper level. You unscrew that cap at the top and use the funnel that they provided with you, and then you can pour it in. Here's the oil that you use, just mineral oil. You can see a little hack I like to do to try to make it go in without spilling. Neat little trick. All right, let's pour this in. I don't know how much it's going to need, so didn't end up needing very much to pour in. You can see the level there. This is the hose you hook up, and then you have to give it power by using your vehicle's 12-volt battery. I'm showing you how to plug that in. These are basically all the steps you go through to set up the machine. Unfortunately, mine didn't work at first. I had some back and forth emails with the company, and to their credit, they did get back to me. Partly I recorded all this to prove to them that I did set up the machine properly, and it wasn't my fault that it wasn't working. Eventually, we did figure out the problem.
You occlude the tip, see the gauge goes up for pressure, and then the other one drops. The leak size gauge drops.
Oh, so you could see that the pressure and the pump were working.
Power. Got a little gauge.
Here I am waiting. This is the first time I'm trying to do it to see if any smoke comes out.
Green light.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. But no smoke came out. Man, that was frustrating. So like I said, I emailed the company. We've got oil in the machine.
We've got adequate power. It is the machine.
And they thought maybe my battery wasn't strong enough to run the machine. So I showed them this video showing it was. Then they suggested I use a different type of oil. So I went to the store and got this.
Well, I might as well video this because it's not working. There's no smoke.
But it didn't work. So I used even this oil. And it didn't work. So after I showed the video to the company via email, they suggested that I check out the inside because they had some issues with the motherboard and the electrical system. So basically, I'm unscrewing these 2mm hex bolts to get to the inside and look at what's going on in here. And once I get that all out of the way, this is what I found. I wonder if this could be the problem. That white cord is not plugged in, and it wraps around and goes into the black one, which is where the heater and oil is. There's the pressure gauge. It goes from there, and that's the front pressure gauge. This is the vacuum, or the pump. So, man, that would be an easy fix. Okay, I pushed it on and then gave it a little reassurance to tighten it a little with the needle nose. Now I'm just gonna screw the plate back on. So I was feeling pretty confident because that looked like a pretty obvious problem. So I just put the screws back on. And if you've ever done something by yourself, you know that things don't always go according to plan. There's setbacks, failures. It's pretty frustrating. But when you stick to it, you can get a win sometimes. And I definitely got one here. And I'm going to share with you my spontaneous reaction when I hooked it up.
Yes! Yes! It works!
In my next video, I'll show you how to put this to use to diagnose a leak in my Jeep. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. Consider subscribing. This is Dr. Jeff DIY. I'll see you the next time something breaks.